In this lecture, we will study about modifiers. So modifiers provide additional information to our sentence. Example of some modifiers are adjectives and adverbs. A very important thing to know about modifiers is that nouns and modifiers are placed as close together as possible, else it will stop making the correct reference. For example, if we are talking about adjectives, when we say the handsome boy, this handsome word or describing word is an adjective which is also known as a modifier. There are special counting tricks. So many of our questions are based on counting numbers. We are often confused between least, less, fewest, fewer, where to use these words. So there is a special counting trick. Whenever you have the word less, lesser, least, this is always used for comparison of amount or a degree, that is uncountable things. And whenever we have fewer, we are comparing numbers which are countable. For example, we have fewer ingredients, fewer cars, but less work, less efforts. We can count the number of ingredients, we can count the number of cars, but how do we count work? How do we count the effort? Effort cannot be counted in a numerical form. To iterate more on the nouns and modifiers being close together as possible, I have one example for you. Please read the following example which is down. What do you think is the correct one? The boy got full marks who was hardworking, or the hardworking boy got full marks in exam? You're probably right. The second option, the hardworking boy got full marks in exam, is correct. The first option stops making sense when the modifier is placed far away from the noun. I have one more example to show you, and I would like you to spend some good 30 seconds on this question and think about what the correct option can be. Only 7 people this century have been killed by the great white shark, the man-eater of the movies, less than those killed by bee stings. Here once again, we can omit a part of the sentence which is not required, which is this. If we remove this part and reread the sentence, probably this will give us a small hint. Only 7 people this century have been killed by the great white shark, less than those killed by bee stings. We discussed earlier that less is used when there are uncountable things. But people are countable. And in our example, there are only 7 people we have talked about. Hence, less does not make sense in this question. Option 1 gets removed, option 3 gets removed, option 4 gets removed, and option 5 gets removed. You are easily left with option number 2, which is the correct answer. Please go to the GMAT official guide and practice some questions on modifiers. Happy learning.